Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is Disco Elysium. The title screen looks amazing. Like, the artwork is actually gorgeous. Select archetype. Okay, so it's like picking for your characters, but you can create your own as well. So what did these do? Thinker is extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality, but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. And physical, extreme physical, interacts with the world through his body, get things done, but dumb as a rock. So like, so physical there, as you can see, is at number 5 then. Interesting. You know what I mean? So I might go with an archetype, right? Just for now, because this is what I would probably want to do, which is sensitive then, I guess. Oh, okay. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address, even in the clearest water, if deep down. Okay.
There is nothing.
Oh my god.
Only warm primordial blackness.
Oh my god.
Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
The voices are very intense. I will say this just to let everyone know. I played this game in 2019. I don't remember if I finished it whatsoever, but I don't remember anything about this game. I remember there was like a bookstore, and I remember there was like some kids in it, and that's like the most I remember. So really this is going to be like a first playthrough away for me too. I played this at a time where I was playing like a mountain of games, and I don't remember anything about it. But just to let you guys know now, like that's like, you know, kind of like my history with this game, but like this is going to be like pretty much a fresh new experience for me as well. But yeah, I am kind of like very excited for this too. But this is a very scary description to start off the game as well.
Ever.
You don't have to do anything anymore, ever.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever? Which is it white or... Well, no, anyway.
An inordinate amount of time passes.
Okay, so it's
It is
white.
only void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
No ex-wives? Give me some more. What was that about the ex something?
An awareness creeps up on you.
Oh my god.
A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
This is like really creepy. Very creepy. Like a mass lies hidden in your dead angle. Like we're seeing some sort of like meat in acidic sauce. I want to know about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered
Surface
to
the
get.
loss.
Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
So it's kind of like saying, hey, there's no point in like, you know, waking up to this because like it's like you've already been through so much. It's already maybe hurt you. The whatever trauma you've experienced is already irreversible. So it's like, let's just keep going through this like nothingness. Never let me go. I say we want to get off, right? This is not good to wallow in this, I guess. I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give me them.
Do you really?
Let me off?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Your own to sense yourself marinating. So like marinating something is like, you know, sitting in kind of like a sauce or like a stew or something. Like it's kind of, but like in this way, if you're talking about marinating, maybe from like a psychological sense, you know, like if at this point if they bludgeon themselves into oblivion is nothingness, to get into nothingness, and then it's like, you know, you sense it, or did you not sense yourself marinating? It's like you've been here for a long time, but you got carried away with what you were doing here as well.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Wait, what did I did this to myself? What's waiting for me?
There's this giant ball there.
Giant ball.
An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant
Is this
ball.
more like from, again, a psychological perspective of, not psychological, but like maybe metaphorical perspective of like, you know, these evil apes are the humans out on this planet Earth, which is this giant ball, and they're like duking it out here, and it's like all evil, no one is truly moral, and you're one of them, and maybe that's what's waiting for us out here while we're in this oblivion. Maybe it's safer than being outside amongst these apes. How big is the ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
So you're not even aware of when you're fighting and you're doing all this evil stuff and you're like, you know, causing pain for other people and they're causing pain for you. You don't even like notice like the space that you're in. You don't even realize like maybe like where you are. How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
Like ants, right? And this duking it out, I keep hearing about. I keep hearing about from them.
Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
So I'm guessing these are parts of our own body, our own mind, I guess. But what's so interesting about this too is like them saying like, you know, they're vying for resources when like in terms of like humanity, like that's usually the excuse, which is like, hey, like, you know, it's like, which again, a lot of times they are vying for resources, but like, what they're saying here is boil it down to actually what it is. It's you punch them or then you feel like you lose, even though like, you know, if everyone was harmonious, this wouldn't happen. But a lot of times that's what these, you know, people feel, which is like, you know, I have to hit someone else first or else I'll get hit, you know. It's very sad to even think that way. But that's how a lot of people view the world. It sounds like something I would like to do. Let's go. That is sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
We asked, what do you mean drowned? But like, is it saying that like we already like accepted this or we already felt this a while ago? We it's taken over us a while ago?
You lost.
We lost? So we lost this juking out with the other apes? Maybe? Oh my god. Oh Jesus, dude. You can see the carnage from what appears to be a night before, right? The door broken, the bottle on the ground, the radio broken down, the actual kind of futon destroyed there as well, the bottles everywhere, also our pants on the freaking floor. We woke up face first on the ground. If you're talking about wallowing, we wallowed in a drunken stupor. We went into oblivion because maybe we forced ourselves into oblivion through drinking. Not good. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Thankfully, we can't drink any more of it, I guess. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing, so we didn't like the sound of the song. To get rid of the song, we tried our best to probably rip it out instead of turning it off. That shows that we were like not really like maybe able to like find the switch to turn it off. So instead, we just ripped out the tape itself. Maybe. This is a reel to tape player, is still on, rolling empty because there's nothing in it anymore as well. How do you Is there a way to zoom in? Oh. That's for like leveling up. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Should we put on our clothes? I guess what? Oh, there's also a broken window over here.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
So we have, oh yeah, oh, it's like dice rolls. Yeah, this is a white check. You might have to retry it. So it's even. So let's try it.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Yep. Insight right there. We broke it ourselves.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
So maybe we threw something, we broke something.
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Says the size of the impact?
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
So like we were able to like ascertain like, okay, probably our shoe. Probably our shoe that went through the window.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside.
Great voice, by the
door
way.
to it should be outside your room.
I should go get that shoe.
The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
So what's so interesting about that as well is that we have our own, it seems like, again, it's like our own, we're in our own head, right? And we're wallowing in a way that like is kind of like like our own mind kind of being like, you know, oh, well done. You know, like very sarcastic. Oh, well done, you don't have a shoe now, right? Kind of like a very like, you know, almost self-deprecating. You see the bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs, but we're like almost like talking to ourselves in a way too, right? Unless like it is like something it's like supernatural or something like that as well, but I feel like maybe it is more just talking like in our own heads, maybe.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet
What are we
off.
doing? What was last night?
Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Yeah, that's so interesting as well.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you
What?
there, underneath the soft vapor.
Is that how much like we've wallowed in oblivion that we can't even recognize ourselves anymore? Should we wipe the mirror?
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through.
What?
You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care, still right there. Maybe I should touch it first to make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. You will never unbecome it. So like you're saying like whatever we see in this mirror is something we're trying to like get away from. We don't want to look at the person we become, possibly.
Behold,
Okay.
you have no idea who this thing is.
This
do
thing.
you?
It's some kind of superstar. I'm a superstar. It's the face of a late stage alcoholic. The red cheeks, the purple under the eyes, the red nose. I can definitely see it in a lot of ways. Oh, that's rough. That's really rough.
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now.
It's dead now?
There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
Is that if this is our mind talking to us? This is like legitimately like very dark and a dark perspective of like, you know, again, punishing ourselves, but like if we are wallowing in oblivion, we're punishing ourselves in more ways than one. Attacking ourselves from our own mind, but then also saying to trying to like escape that same attack. But our mind isn't shutting off even when we drink, it seems. I'm not making it, the face is making itself. I have no idea why it's just there. It just is.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay.
Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore.
Wow.
You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off.
So maybe it's like a mask. Like maybe it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, facing the world maybe with this smile is like the best thing that we can do to make ourselves feel maybe like some like what part of the world or normal, or maybe like we're trying to make people feel like we're normal or some ways. Because like in a lot of ways, like, you know, people who are going through this type of stuff like genuinely do feel like they're the ones that are functioning properly and that no one really can notice fully. And maybe this smile is kind of like their way of doing that. It's like, hey, look, I'm still smiling. I'm still doing good. If I'm smiling, I'm doing good.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom? God, I don't know if it's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggest. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling off too. In a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it. It's an expression of pain.
You are correct.
So we have different ones here as well. So we have very low, which is attempt to stop the expression from happening. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. We have 3%, so it's very low chance of this.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know.
So this
for now.
expression that we're looking at right now comes from a bad place. We've been through a lot. We're talking about the idea of like, they talk about ex-love at the start of this as well. Maybe there is like, again, love lost. Maybe we lost like a lot in our life here as well. Clearly we're in a very bad place. Attempt to stop the expression from happening.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Is it supposed to come up as like a failure? Because like, maybe the thing was blocking it. Maybe it's like some sort of, I don't know if it's a glitch or not as well, but like, it seems like I failed that check. We have like a shirt here as well, so I don't know if we should like put on our clothes before we try to go look for a shoot, just in case like we upset anyone else. Sure. That's a towel. I was gonna say that we gotta get that as well. There's some pants here. Okay, we're putting on some clothes. That's nice. Oh man, this style as well. Our head is spinning.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fished him out?
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring.
Ah.
Number 1 is etched on it. It should open.
Was the door locked, I wonder? So that was a way for us to, like, our first objective, like, you know, a very simple way of showing us that we have to find other things to maybe do another thing. The door's probably locked. Can we take this one shoe? So we can, like, couple it with the other shoe? Do we have one shoe on? We do have one shoe on. This is sad, man. What a way to start this game, because already, like, you know, the environment we're in, the way we woke up, the way we're wallowing in our own, like, you know, head. And then also just like watching a character like this who clearly is like going through something like really horrible, drag themselves into like the morning, into light, and into like, you know, like almost like having to force themselves into existence. It's a really dark visual to me. It's really dark. Okay. What's this? There's something on the table? Sure. Real? Is that what it said? Can we open this up? Wait. Oh, here's the balcony. Maybe our shoes. Yeah, our shoes right here. Okay, perfect. Man, the visuals of this are so cool. Like the painted style. That's a really cool track. That's a really cool track. What's this?
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
You can discard thoughts, but how do they fit?
Good, they're balanced.
Okay.
Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. That sounds great, but it's rough. It's so rough, right? It's like, you know, if you're going through a depressive time or something, and it's like, at least I don't have odd socks. You know, it's like little victories in a way, but in this case, it's like feeling so bad about yourself that the idea that like, well, at least I have 2 shoes. You know, but it's like the only thing that feels good about me. I look in the mirror and I see like something I don't like. I see a smile I don't like. At least I got 2 shoes, you know? And if that's the happiest thing you got to be about yourself, you know, it's like you're happy to have something in this state that is like something that people just see as a normal thing every day, because again, it's like, okay, at least it's something, you know. Very dark thought in a way too. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. The smell of the sea, so we're by the sea. That's pretty like upsetting too, though, right? Like again, we're talking about like one thing we're noticing with this character here is that every single thing in like this existence that we have here that's supposed to be pretty nice for people is actually something that is like, you know, not that normal things for other people are something that's not always like something that we clearly like experience in the same way, because we're an alcoholic, because we are you know, we woke up in this drunken stupor, because we're clearly in a horrible state. Wearing 2 shoes is something that's special to us. The idea of like, you know, smelling the sea makes us sick. These are things that like, you know, a normal thing of just having 2 shoes and also then enjoying the sea breeze is something that you should be so grateful for. It's such a beautiful feeling. But obviously we can't feel that as well.
Officer.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Officer, am I military? Turn your bloated face away from her beauty. Just keep walking. Let's talk.
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Wait, no, I'm the businessman, chief executive officer, right? I don't think that's the case.
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. Are you sure? You're shitting me. God damn it. You're goddamn right. I am a policeman, and don't you forget it. I don't want to be rude to her, so I guess this is like the best.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
She takes another drag. Great voice acting. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
The fact that we've forgotten this as well is pretty worrying.
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
So she's noticed it, right? Someone who doesn't even know us that well has noticed that, like, hey, what you've been doing here is, like, drinking. We noticed that. And again, from his perspective, he probably thinks, like, oh, I'm like, I don't really remember that. Maybe people didn't notice, but like from her perspective, it's like, yeah, we noticed you're drinking. We can see it. Well, I don't remember being a cop or anything else. Who in the right mind would let me be an officer of the law? That's a good question. I should get going. We're not going to ask this question. The challenging, try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. No. So it's interesting as well, though, because like, who let me be an officer of the law? You can ask that question about many officers of the law, but I think when it comes to this dude here, it's probably that you became this way after you became an officer. But this is an interesting answer.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Factual. Very factual.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
Exactly. Actually, I can see why they would entrust me with the law. I have a right character. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not for like a big hoopla right now.
Retreat is not a winning tactic.
Well, I don't remember being okay, no, I get that, but like also at the same time too, it's like, I don't know, I feel like, she was being a bit like glib with me, but in fairness to her, just being real with you, after seeing someone come in like and like, investigate stuff or saying they're investigating stuff or whatever reason they're here, and they end up like just drinking for days, like I think she has a bit of a right to be like, who the hell are you,
Could it be because of the drinking?
Yeah. She raised an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles. Yeah, to me, like it's totally a fair question, right? To be like, you're an officer, but all I've seen you do is drinking all the time.
Of course. Be careful.
She puts out
officer.
her cigarette.
They don't like the police around here.
Right. Okay, so we're learning that the people around here do not like the police.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
See ya. Looks like she has a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking?
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
The reason I say no to that is because, like, whilst, like, there's nothing wrong with taking someone's ends of a cigarette, like, I feel like, I'm trying to, like, gain a little bit of a feeling of normalcy here. You know what I mean? Like, picking up, again, I laugh, but it's actually, like, normally it's like, okay, I'll pick up, I'll ask someone for the end of their cigarette. Like, again, I'm not a smoker, but, like, I've seen that happen before. But it's, like, coupled with what we've already been through, I kind of feel like I would want some normalcy. It kind of says March, the year is 51, so 1951? Open up! No? Okay. Interesting location. Again, the painted style is so cool. It's really, really cool. What's this? The speaking edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Trompe le Monde. Trompe le Monde. Oh, we have to go downstairs this way. Man, the music. Just a very like casual setting here for maybe like what appears to be like a little bit like a motel style area. We're actually wrecking their place, so it's not doing good. What's this? I know what it is. It's a microphone. A big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. This is where the lyrics would be. it's interesting because it's very makeshift, right? And we're seeing that, like, there's a bit of chipped paint on the floor. There's vines growing on the window. There's a makeshift stage with like planks of wood and old what you call them? I forget the name of the thing where they used to like transfer stuff to different places. I forget what they're called. But yeah, like it shows that maybe like it's a little bit makeshift as well. It's not exactly like some rich place. The speakers connect with the radio. The music is seasoned with static. What a way to put it.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Do they? My soul is immense. My soul is modest. It's normal size. My soul is puny. My soul is cubic. Content is obscured by the hangover. Should we be like confident?
Utterly. And it needs
Are we gonna sing some karaoke?
through a PA system. By other people.
Oh god, is these like it says Inland Empire, but these like maybe like intrusive thoughts in some way? Or not intrusive thoughts, that's the wrong word for it, but like thoughts that like maybe are like is invasive is what I'm looking for, the word I'm looking for, because I know intrusive is like an actual thing.
Whether they like it or not,
Half light.
ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
So again, we're hyping ourselves up here in a lot of ways too. Well, at least this voices. Lamentation sounds good. They'll really get a gauge on my soul with that. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the people going. Sometimes it's good to like sing a sad song.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No.
This is a real like in my view like self-destructive way of thinking if it is our own thoughts, because like we're the one going through something horrible. Other people aren't going through maybe that exact same thing. And us like wanting to own people through like a sad song is singing about our own sad experience, while other people, yes, it is kind of this a very like weird way of thinking like, oh, we're gonna make them listen to our sad song. And the reality is, like, at the end of the day, it's going to just be a thing where we're singing a sad song and people are probably just pitying us as we're singing this sad song.
You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Sure. Hello.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
I love the designs here. Look at that.
That was disdain in his eyes. Even now, he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me, and I wonder if it has something to do with the trashing of the room upstairs?
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero.
Oh, wow. So I'm not only calling over hero, you're being sarcastic. We know who they are, but again, judging by our room, and judging by the way that like the other lady looked at us as well, I think he probably has a very good point.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel
Oh,
room?
wait, so did you ride in, take the body down, and solve the murder? So, like, not only did we not take the body is still maybe up wherever it is, and we didn't solve any murders, so we know it's a murder, and we trashed the hotel room. So, like, again, what a great way of giving us information by, like, having someone who, like, they already established that they don't like cops here. So to have someone actually sarcastically tell us like what we didn't do is actually like a really, to me, like really effective way of doing that. Oh my gosh, I did all those things. I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things. This whole thing of there's no way to talk to an officer, right now they have every right to be pissed at us.
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all the time? Have you seen me around? I'm guessing just drinking as well, though.
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps looking at the bird. Something tells me you don't like me. Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it.
Oh,
Most
did we do
likely
that?
on the wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where the man with the bomber jacket is tapping his foot in the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop. I'll talk to whoever I please. What do you mean by my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
He doesn't want to talk right now. I don't want to upset anymore. Yeah, right to be upset, right? Definitely right to be upset. If we haven't done anything to solve whatever murder is happening here as well, at that point, like it's pretty much our own fault that like people don't like us. Especially since there's already like very much a real suspicion of like police officers in real life too, you know? This water cooler large bulb is rising to the surface. The menu has been wiped clean, only the word Monday is written on it. A soft purr of electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. A door as bold as a sign reads, a kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, we're getting so much insight into the way that people react to police here already as well. And again, we seemingly rightly so. And then this place is also very, like, it seems very, like, working class. You know, it's not, like, something that's a pristine, rich location. And they basically haven't probably had to house us for a while here on probably like our department's dime as well, you know what I mean? The sign reads, mess hall reserved for union members. Door open at 4 o'clock. So there's a union.
Hello, sweetie.
You're a cryptozoologist?
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
You have a very sweet voice. She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Thank you very much. And what's this again? A royal pinball machine. Hello. So, this is obviously the guy on the cover of it as well, and our partner.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
I love the way it says you. He's waiting for you.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Or like a handshake?
If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself
Whoa.
to death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
So, what's interesting about this is that, like, this doesn't always just mean that maybe he likes us. I think maybe it could be the idea of, like, describing someone's merit. Now, it could be that, like, maybe we have, like, a history where we are pals or whatever, but, like, if you're talking about, like, a good dynamic here in terms of story writing, having, like, a more straight-cut partner is, like, probably the best thing you could do here. So, maybe it is, like, about his merit, most like the idea of, like, he will protect us.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Wait, so he hasn't been with us this whole time?
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Sure.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Invent a name for yourself?
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
My name is Raphael. It's very cool, maybe just a bit ostentatious. It's very cool, but it won't come off like a douche if I call myself that.
No, it's not. Raphael Ambrosius
Oh
Cousteau.
God,
is
Raphael.
one classy name for one classy
Raphael's
couple.
not a bad
Say
name.
it.
Yes. Well,
He doesn't even process what you said and just moves on. I think if this guy just showed up, he's definitely looking at us kind of just like, look what I got myself into, you know?
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
So so it seems like he's just arrived. I thought maybe he was here already and he was waiting for us. So the schedule was wrong. We were supposed to be. He was maybe supposed to be, or maybe we weren't supposed to be here early. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. You're taking me for someone else. I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Okay, and we talked about the murder being like someone was still. They said take the body down, so it's been hanging somewhere. Maybe it's been held up somewhere.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Right. And that's the problem, right? This guy here clearly knows what he's doing, but like from the perspective of like, again, everybody here, we came into town We probably checked out the body, maybe. We started drinking. And his approach, Kim Kitsuragi, is like, we got to reassure people. That's how you probably calm people down. Again, not always, because again, the police aren't always like going to be there to help you all the time. But in this perspective, it is kind of like, hey, we have to like, you know, make sure people are comfortable as well, you know?
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be
understandably so. The whole town probably would have preferred that as well, right? The whole freaking city the whole town would have preferred that.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police, but I can't remember anything? What are we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
So he's like kind of like very aware of the situation we're in right now, but he's like I've dealt with this. And again, if this is the 1950s, right? Police officers were bad. Again, I'm not sitting here saying like they're amazing now at all, but like they played by a rule book. And again, I want to make it clear, police officers still do that now, but I'm saying like even back then there was like, if it's a Wild West now, back then it was like, you know, medieval times. It's crazy.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern.
Yep.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort.
Like our heads are pulsating with discomfort?
The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
Cigarettes? This is an interesting question. How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve.
Citizens Militia, okay.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspector General? You said the insignia, these white rectangles, you mean? Up on your sleeve?
Internal affairs. And I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
Okay. So we know Kim Kitsuragi is from criminal investigations. He's also not here to see if we're like the real police officer or not. He's just here to help out the situation. You said the insignia, these white rectangles, you mean? Point your sleeve.
Yes.
But there's white rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
I would ask you to say that has a motor carriage, but it's just like, hey, he's like, look, you're drunk. You're asking all these weird questions. You're bull crapping me. I can see in your eyes that you're not doing a good job here. You still have the body up. I just need you to do your job. That's all I need. Shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to him. He's clearly like already like, you know, being as helpful as possible. He's not even meeting us halfway. He's meeting us like 97% of the way.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still
He's
take
very
precedence.
efficient, isn't he? He's very efficient with everything he's doing here because he's like, yeah, this is important, but the body is so important. Because again, like if we have a body up here for 7 days, like you're talking about people going about their life for 7 days and having to witness a body like on display. Now, depending on where it is, right? Like it's obviously different depending on like where it is, but no, it's I'm not saying it's different. Like, oh, it's if it was in like a back alley, that's excusing it. Oh, if it was in like, you know, a junkyard, if it was in like a behind closed doors, like no, it doesn't matter. It should be taken down. But I'm saying that like, you know, obviously like, you know, the perception of people seeing it all the time is a different thing. What if I told you I'm already a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes.
Wow.
There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
Great point. It's like, hey, it's not about like police officer. It's not about what we are. It's not about what you feel right now. We just have to get this body down.
But first, we have to take it down.
Sure.
After you, officer.
Oh, we have like a party going on?
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Tutorial agent. Interesting. Yeah, this to me is like a being faced. If you're someone like the character we have, like Raphael, if you're face to face with like someone like Kim Kitsuragi, this person either makes you a better person, or if you choose to wallow even more, this person makes you a worse person. Not intentionally so, but like you would compare yourself to them, and all of a sudden the mirror that holds up to your face is maybe like, you know, actually just like more of a reflection of somebody else, where you're kind of like, this is a person that like is doing amazing. Now, like, I can't hide how bad I am because I'm being compared in my own mind constantly to someone who's beside me, like Kim Kitsuragi, who has already like done a better job of being a police officer than we have in the space of like 1 minute, than we have an entirety of like 3 days. Yeah. Already doing a better job.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you.
Unimpressive
approaching.
beard?
He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the
I really
lieutenant.
freaking love the designs in this game as well.
Mr. Gart, right?
Garth. The lieutenant
You run
glances
this
into the notebook.
Yes.
Again. Understandable.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41?
He looks to you, realizes he just doesn't know your name.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us.
Oh, wow.
Report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
That's an interesting note, right? If they're not in reporting the body after like if they're taking a while to report a body, that could be numerous things, right? Like, why are they not reporting a body right away?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
I want to know more about this for sure.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
So he does know a few things, but he's like, hey, I'm maybe like I'm not gonna get stuck here again. And the thing is, like, as well, like, you know, I'm not gonna start working here again. And if that's what you're saying, like, he cares about what we think if he's gonna start working here. He's like, why would he care about that?
I didn't imply that.
Yeah.
Detective.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like maybe he's like a little bit self-conscious about working in maybe a lesser place in his view.
I have everything. You?
Should we try and ask some questions?
Yes. He means, do you have questions for me?
Oh my God.
Like a police officer would.
The cafeteria manager is clearly agitated again. Of course. Again, we've been terrible. Who killed him? Where exactly is the body? Let's just be honest with ourselves.
I knew it.
Let's go.
Let's just be honest with
Not so
ourselves.
fast. You owe me 130 real.
I don't owe you shit. What's real? How much do we have on ourselves? Slip away unnoticed? What?
One moment you're running
What?
with the wind, then you've suddenly
No.
turned around and are giving him the finger.
No!
Furiously, with both hands. Why?
What? There's no way we're gonna bump into her. Why did I do this? Why did I just leave? Why did I have to use both my hands of them off? Why both? What?
That's true. Yes. And it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on.
That's not good.
You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You show
Again, we have this perception of the world where like we're owning the world, like we deserve to own the world. You know what I mean? Like us, like again, that's again to anyone else, this is pitiful. Running away and doing 2 middle fingers as you jump into the air where a wheelchair is right behind us as well. A lady in a wheelchair is right behind us. Like anyone else, like to every other person, this is pitiful. But to us, we're like, yeah, you owned him. Oh god, we might as well commit.
Watch out!
Oh, that is so awful.
everything goes dark.
What the freaking hell?
Back so soon.
What the hell just happened? That we got? Oh my god, we freaking knocked over the lady. I had an accident.
It was no accident. Those were disco
moves
from your spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are unholy mysteries.
I don't know what that just says. It comes off a lazy effort to reconceptualizing the antics of a shambling drunk.
If it comes off like that, it's because it is. And you are.
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair point.
How's it going out there? Are the tiny apes screaming about money yet?
It's not going very well.
It doesn't look like it is, sweetie. Are you okay?
Wait. Did we not knock you down?
No. You have sustained a trauma
God.
to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
Are you okay?
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't
So
worry.
it was a sturdy enough chair that you can get knocked down. No, it's not fair, though. It shouldn't have happened to you whatsoever. That should not have happened. Again, our actions are affecting other people in so many different ways, and our drunk actions are affecting so many people, whether it be the manager not getting paid at this place, Kitsuragi having to help out with this thing, and basically like what appears to be already babysitting us, let's be honest here. And then this lady getting bumped into, even if it's not even was a vicious or like intentional hurtful thing, we still did it, throwing our shoe through the window, all this stuff too. Like, it's like we are affecting other people around us already in a negative way.
Are you sure, ma'am?
It's not good.
Yes. Check
She's
on here.
lovely. Jesus Christ. She shouldn't have to be this lovely.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place.
This man seems shaken by the incident. It's all so it said earlier that the people don't like cops on you, so he's saying this place is friendly to cops?
The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100.
I hope the answer is cool as well. That's more than we deserve.
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
So we need 100 real to be able to sleep there? It's interesting as well that this guy, when he saw us like fall or like jump and then hurt ourselves, he had this more of a response of like kind of like, oh man, like I can't believe it came to this. But again, not his fault. He was asking for the money and again, I mean, he probably feels like he has like, oh, I don't want to be like rude to the police, but at the same time too, it's like very clear that like, we've been a bad police officer. But he changed his tune a little bit because he's like, I didn't want you to feel this way. I wasn't intending to make you like feel like you were like not welcome here, but we made ourselves unwelcome with the actions we took here. It's not fair on the guy here.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
It definitely isn't. I have no idea.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Far away.
In time or space?
Space.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace my way back somehow to the exact street and the exact number of the building? Hobocop? I live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobocop.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Whew. It's hard to like already look at this guy. It's hard to like, you know, feel just like absolutely like a big, like in my view, like there's a bitter feeling off our character, right? But he's pitiful in a way that you can't feel good for pitying him. You know what I mean? It's more of it like already I'm kind of a little bit just like with my character, I'm just like, Jesus, dude. Like, it's not a pity of like, oh, I hate what's happened to you. I feel like it's already gone too far in some ways for that. Like the whole thing of like, if the breaking of the window, the like again, and I want to be clear, it's a disease and it's something that is like very like, it's mental as well. Alcoholism and addiction is 100% a mental health issue as well. It 100% is. But also you can see the way he's damaging the world around him as well. It's not pleasant on the other people around him also. And it's very hard to like, you know, feel an ultimate sympathy for someone who like, you know, again, from the perspective of the barman or someone else who's living here, it's like this person's supposed to come here and want to solve this. And if people already don't like cops and they're seeing this guy who's coming in and just drinking for 3 days, like again, you'd go from pity to being like, this guy disgusts me, you know? Summer door closed to the winter. Oh, okay, it's like a summer door, so we have to go this way? Yeah. And there's snow everywhere as well.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol.
City.
Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
They're giving us a big overhead view of this whole place as well, by the way. It's like on the river or on a sea. They mentioned ocean, so it's probably on the sea. Is it harbor? Oh, there's the body over there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at it. Is that a kid?
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
What is in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows.
So that's what the ghosts are, is like the faint golden light in the windows?
Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
Run your finger through your dampened hair? So saying like, will I ever go there to this financial district? It's like, no, you're just one of the 100,000 people who like... Maybe it's like oh, look at that building over there. This place is very like not... I don't want to say like not financially destitute, but it's not like a very rich place for sure. But like the idea of like you're looking at these businessmen, are you ever gonna go there? It's like no, you're just one of the 100,000 people who watch them rise across the bay. So it's like like this golden light of these people in these office buildings. You'll watch them, but you'll never become them. You never get to that point. Run your fingers through your damp hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its
So the industrial harbor, the Great Gates industrial harbor is locked. Clench your teeth and stop shuddering. Shake your shoulders again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. 2 green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
Yeah, I noticed that the plaza has a very interesting style to it. What is in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
So they're showing they're saying a war. Is it like an actual literal war, or is it like maybe like, I don't know. I'm not sure what they mean, but they're saying clothes and go to waste in rain shows like it's always raining here, possibly because again there's so much rain that like if you put out your clothes, there's not even like much of a point. There's bullet lodged in the wall as well, so they get it. It seems like a war was fought here at one point. Which, you know, in Ireland we have a lot of buildings that have bullet holes in them as well. Radios play as well, so there's sound. They're trying to describe the sound and the visuals that we're looking at here. I'm closer to here.
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated.
That's rough.
Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
Like the fact that he's like bloated means he's been there for a long 7 days, you know, 7 days in the rain. What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your
So this is
eyelashes.
Jamrock?
It's home.
Where's the hood? Where's the hood? Where's the hood at? Why am I not there? So Jamrock is our home. We know where Jamrock is. Okay. Look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him.
Where's your homo, homie?
Where's your what?
What?
Great designs.
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A blood bond.
How are we privy to this, by the way?
Huh? Yeah.
He opens it up, but the wind immediately turns inside out.
Hetero, sexual, life, partner.
Okay, Mac, mind your business.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't drink with him over the weekend, did you?
He's talking about us. I think.
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
It seems to be us.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
Okay, so it's interesting. That conversation seems to happen even if we're not there. So I wonder if we're gonna see conversations of stuff that might be about us. What's above?
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Okay, and what's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution.
Revolution, okay.
Doors leading down to Leroyam. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
So it was fighting against aristocrats, killing the blue bloods, which have been royal families in that sense too. So the battles that were happened here were revolutionary battles.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Sure, but also being real with you, we also have to pay for a room, right? Let's go and try and take down this body though, man. Like, this has been a long time coming. What's this? Yeah, it's been a long time. And it's not fair that it's still up here. Like, it's not even like... It's not good at all. Oh, Jesus Christ. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. Human being decomposes. And they make sure to say human being because it's like, this is a person. Like, this isn't, you know, fun or charming. It's brutal. It's a living person. Yeah, can we fuck him up? Can we just take it down?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes.
Jesus,
the face
dude.
around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like, and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
That's such a horrible way to put it as well.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural
a cargo
angle.
belt.
The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
What is that? Why is it so bad? It's a human body. Endurance, legendary. Let go of your nose and without throwing up. We could try that, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Kitsuragi's right in our face as well.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Yep. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one. Yeah. He's so correct because again, how could you not feel absolutely disgusted by seeing something like this?
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Wait, so these are that's the kid over there?
Active decay.
Sorry.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected, more fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
That is horrible. It's so horrible. Try to walk away. Like, again, nothing could ever prepare you for that. I don't. None of us have ever seen something like this before, right? A 7-day-old body. Aww. Especially with how much we've been drinking as well. Like, the impossibility of being able to withstand, like, the visual of this and then the smell of this. Cells decaying.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in.
Yeah.
Your body curls and pushes it
I wouldn't
out,
expect any
burst
different, to
by
be honest.
burst,
I wouldn't expect any different.
until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What? And then the way they describe it feels like way too descriptive. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
He hands us a white handkerchief. Thank you. And we'll wipe our... Of course we're going to say thank you.
The hangover is clearly making these worse for you.
Of
You could
course.
use some ammonia to clear your head.
Where do I get that from?
There is freight nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
Pointing to the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
There's lots of different, like, objectives we can get here as well.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Why is it so bad? Yeah, let's so how do we get the actual body down? The kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body
Jesus.
below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all It does now.
And it's like interesting. It's like the body is entirely dead. It's like saying that, like, you know, it has nothing else in life. What it is now is legitimately just like that's its purpose is gone. It's not a living being. Like, all it does now is emit a smell. And again, that's our fault for keeping it up there, right? Like, how do we take it down here? Can I talk to this kid?
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at their body can't be older than 12. This is what is pretty dark about this too. A desensitization to a dead body being bloated and rotting. The fact that a 12-year-old is able to, like, and this other kid over here is able to, like, you know, look at this and not feel bad whatsoever. That to me screams a culture here in this city or this town or this place that maybe is desensitized towards this type of thing in general.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Yeah, there's the other kid from behind the fence. Hey kid, a word, police business. A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
And there we go, calling the police officer pig, which again, like, you don't blame them, but it's like that is obviously like something at 12 years old to call a police officer pig. That means, like, you know, you've been told that they're pigs from a young age, right? That's something that you've been taught already, or you've seen throughout the culture.
That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
No, why would we do that?
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
And this kid's like behind the freaking wall screaming it, by the way.
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes the sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
Again, just egging the other kid on as well. Again, they have no, like, care that this is a dead body. If I was 12 years old, even now, if I saw something like this, it would be the most horrific sight in the world. But again, to them, there's no registering that this is something that's absolutely horrific.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Look, I have questions for you.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
I guess we'll leave the kid alone for now. Dude, how do we, like, take down the body? Do you have to, like, find a... Like, because it's not getting... Maybe just we have to find something else to get the body down? Someone is trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse? Fair enough. I mean, we need cash. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years, so it's been rusting out. It's getting rusty. What's this?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at this material? We only have like a 20% chance of this, though.
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite.
What?
That's why they're too orderly.
Really, though? Like, is it not just like someone's boarded up something because, like, maybe, like, it's not in use anymore?
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
We gained 5 experience.
What is this, then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Okay, if you think so, Kim. I trust you 100%. There's also stuff over here. But maybe that's the other side we have to go into it as well. Okay, so we have like we opened up a tool shed. Oh god, look at this place. Oh god, what the hell? A cured pig's head looks mummified and it has like an X on its head as well. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. What? Oh, we get on the rooftop? Well, I want to check what's down below before we do anything else, and then we'll figure it out from there. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine.
Oh, no.
Sweet amphetamine.
Nope.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder.
I don't care.
In the mirror. He's studying you.
Someone is taking our cars. Please to interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I've heard amphetamines make you really good detective. Let's just say this. Yeah?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade,
right.
detective. However,
He points to the ladder in the corner.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? The secret path the local kids use.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, like, and he is right in saying that, right? We don't have to deal with, like, someone taking amphetamine here, right? Like, that just doesn't make any sense for, like, if a bunch of, like, detectives who are, like, investigating or criminal investigation are investigating, like, a murder, they're not really going to take notice of someone, like, you know, taking a bit of, taking some drugs. Because, again, it is, while it is illegal, and they might stop it if it's right in front of them, it's like, this is not our jurisdiction. This is a waste of time in some ways. Get out of the way or get effed up. Okay, let's check up here then. What's this? Is that a jacket? Oh, we can walk up here to get the jacket? This doorway is going to collapse soon? Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. I love the way they call it ruins. This is a building, but it is like the ruins of a building. I guess after all the revolution that happened here as well. Postcard? Do we have... Is that 150? Does that count as 100? It's probably just 150. Oh my god, man. This freaking... The sound of, like, I guess, like, the harbor as well. Whirling, like, machines. Is there a way to get down? Oh, what's this? I wonder if how do we get down there then? Over here, possibly? They said there could be like a secret passage of some kind, so that's probably like what I'm trying to like aim towards as well. Now, when I did this, he started walking towards the jacket, so maybe they actually will like lead us to a way that we can get to there. Or maybe he might cut us off, you know, we don't know. We'll see.
Looks like someone left his
okay.
tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down, a trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than anything else, but you know it's a cop's cloak.
A cop's cloak? It's just a cop's cloak. I don't want to deal with it right now. So, like, is it ours?
Yes, it's probably yours.
Yeah.
It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless.
How did we get up there when we were in the harbor?
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Should we try? Was that a fail? Was that a success? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, okay.
Nope. No. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
So we said, okay, that's how you have to be a total madman to jump to certain death. Right, I can't do that now. I'll make my jump next time.
Just be careful, okay?
We damaged our health because of that?
Almost strained the muscle there.
Bit of sarcasm maybe from Kim as well. What exactly are we doing up here?
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us.
Oh.
I thought that was our intention.
Well, I thought we'd have to take down the body in some way.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
He's again rightfully judging us in a way that's kind of like, you know, has he once again lost it? Is he once again, because of his drinking, not even like aware of where he is?
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the
Whoa.
enormous crane towering in the distance over the container.
It takes up the whole area.
The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
It's just a machine, Lieutenant, like a giant hammer, a pair of pill pliers. Let him have his moment of wonder. Yeah, sure.
His eyes trace the crane's contour, as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gaze.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your clock.
I mean, if you want to keep looking at that, you can. Like, we could definitely, like, figure it out. But he's like, again, it's interesting because, like, obviously, like, Kim is kind of like already like this person who like he is silently judging us sometimes, but I think also as well he's trying not to openly like make us feel like crap because he obviously wants to get the job done too, and he thinks probably maybe it's counterproductive to be like insulting towards us or anything like that. Should I jump for it?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it?
He looks at the cold pavement below.
Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
Sure, yeah, but not right now. We won't do it right now. So he said like we're nearly breaking into here. Is there a way to jump down here or something? I'm not quite sure if there's a way. Maybe like later on there might be a way to jump down into that area. If you might level up some stuff or something, or maybe like get something that allows us to like retry the check or something like that as well. Regardless, I think obviously we still have to find out like how to get the body down. The barrels are full of rainwater. Yeah, let's go back down. So this is a very interesting visual, by the way, the stuff with the pig. Like, it seems very ritualistic, but I wonder if it's like the kids playing pretend or something. Because, like, look at this. It's like... Even Kim's dancing to it. Like, there's like a... It's a really weird, like, almost like throne type shape. I want to see if this is maybe enough to, like... Is it 100? Like, did he mean 100 real in terms of, like... Because, like, 100 cent kind of way, but... Oh.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
We're not very smart.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time.
And see, like, trying to come over, like, our drinking to maybe, like, actually do some detective work, and even that we, like, have a damage to our own psyche, like, of, like, oh, God, I'm, like, and we kind of maybe become self-aware of, like, oh, what was I even thinking, man? I'm, like, I'm a freaking drunk, What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
So workers were here, but does that imply that they were involved somehow with what happened here, though? Or is it just saying that, like, maybe, like, this place is somewhere where people work? It does look like there is, like, maybe some industrial stuff here, but it looks more like a farm than anything else. What's in here?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container?
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think it could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria.
Probably very accurate.
They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence, too.
I feel like there could be something that seems like a reasonable assumption. He leans into it, inspect the lock. Why am I looking at why? So we can say, how do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage,
Or Lieutenant? No, or pry bar. Or Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the
That's
manager.
true. That is true.
In rags.
Yep.
He probably has one.
And it's really interesting as well as like as you said, like Kim has been over our shoulders. All this stuff has been happening, and like it's honestly a really great dynamic already having this character who like is very clearly like judging us quite a bit sometimes, wants to get the job done. We obviously have our mind muddled to the point that we're even like, there's a thought that could go through our head of like, well, let's just use the pry bar when, yeah, you think about it, it's like, yeah, ask the person for the keys. Is that like the first thing you would do? We're thinking about things in a maybe way more chaotic fashion, or we have the option at least to think of things in more chaotic fashion, which isn't always the best thing in the world. I'm gonna see if I can pay off my room. I don't know if it's 100, like, if we have 100 or if it's like one thing we only have 3. You get what I'm saying? Like, is this like...
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real.
So this counts as, okay, I was thinking, yeah, it means 100 of these. We only have 390. I was thinking, is it like, you know, they like cents or is it like dollars type of thing?
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
Well, we'll come back and ask him about this as well. We will come back and ask him about this as well. How are we going to get the body down? That's one thing that I want to make sure we get down like right away. It seems like the one of the most important things, especially like with the these kids over here that are like getting like going crazy with this too. Should we also report our badge? Where is the? Is this it? This seems very steampunk.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
Is it?
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Open door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something.
Because we have to report our badge being missing as well.
The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Again, love the designs. The actual artwork they use here as well is so it's pretty stuff, like the strokes, the lighting, everything as well. Like it's really like pretty stuff, honestly. Yeah.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is Firewalker. Copy. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from precinct 41st precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you name me the first 40%? I have someone needs to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling like a soft, like a bonfire. After a while, you hear the old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Is this like French?
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
This is me. Here I work at your station.
10-4, what's your status?
Okay, we don't know our names still as well. It's not good.
10-18, 10-20, over.
Please just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me.
State your message, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message. Over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
10-22, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
I mean, we did lose our badge, which is, again, if someone else got that badge, they could do a lot with it and a lot of damage with it as well. Especially in these times, it holds a lot of status and power, and you probably wouldn't know that a cop or someone pretending to be a cop from an actual cop.
Is it him? What does he want?
Oh, this is our... Okay, that's the captain. Okay, perfect. So that's who was talking about... Was he talking about us earlier? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
I'll just let him say what he wants to say.
Who lost his badge?
And there's Chester from earlier as well.
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Again, he seems like a bit of a joker, right?
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Again, I do think our mind is constantly like kind of like, you know, if this is our mind, it does feel like it is kind of like we are self-deprecating in a lot of ways too, to the point that it is like we can try and like in our mind there's parts of our mind that's like trying to break through to praise ourselves, to make us, to protect our mind from like how much of a failure and how much of a destructive force we are in terms of our own self-destruction. But there's parts of our mind too that's also like very honest, like in the kind of ways like you lost your badge, this detective wouldn't.
Defend yourself.
You see what I mean?
They laugh at
This defense mechanism in our brain. Yep.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Yep. I don't need to argue with them about this. We did make a mistake. The protection of our mind, I don't need it to happen right now. I almost think like facing up to this stuff might be a better option.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen
So
lost
they
his
see us
badge.
as a joke, right? We get that right away from this conversation too. They see us as a joke. They don't see us as someone who's like to be taken seriously.
What's going on?
And there's Mac from earlier as well.
Super Cop here lost
And again,
his
Super Cop,
badge.
the sarcastic language. They already expect this of us.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
They've had enough of us. I'm getting that feeling. They've had enough of us. Could we just stop saying he lost his badge for a moment?
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation back is making it difficult to from here. Yeah, because again, they're laughing about it. They're angry about it. They're doing all this stuff in the background because it's very clear that like from the captain's perspective, it's like, oh my god, this now it's this. Because if he lost his badge and he was a great detective, people were like, oh dude, Jesus, like that's, oh no, like how did that happen? But they didn't even like ask how it happened. They're more just like, it's almost like they expect it, but they're still like so frustrated that another thing has happened with this guy, you know?
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Captain Sober, so they're aware of his alcoholism, but of course at the time, I guess, you know, they're not going to get him into rehab. That's kind of like very toxic though as well. The idea that they know that their fellow detective is going through alcoholism and they just laugh about it rather than, you know, I'm not saying it's their responsibility to get their friend help. That's not always a responsibility, but it is one of those situations where everyone's clearly very much aware of it.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
This is very sad. It's very sad because what we have here is like very much like, obviously, as we said, a lot of this we brought on ourselves in terms of like this moment here as well. But obviously at the same time too, when it comes to like alcoholism and addiction, it is a mental thing as well. It is something that leads to the situation as well. And again, it's not like we can sit here and be like, you know, I want to make it clear because there's a lot of like people who have been like, you know, addicted to alcohol who are like absolutely horrible people, and like, I'm not excusing them, but I'm saying like it's just very pitiful. It's very like you're kind of shaking your head like, oh my god, like how awful this feels to even witness. Because again, the fact that they're laughing at him means that they become numb to the idea of him being an alcoholic. He's more of a joke than he is anything else. Even in his worst moments, he's a joke to these people.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know
Oh
where it is.
no.
No. It's gone. It's not fucking
My
on.
god, that's horrid. That's so bad.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
We can try and convince them, but like I don't know if it's gonna work. But we can try. But like this is so dangerous. It's so dangerous.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over.
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's
Just,
the
we
truth.
shouldn't like
And then it becomes it.
the fact that we even have to lie. We lost our badge and our gun. Like this is so dangerous. It's so dangerous. He should not even be doing any investigations.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relate.
Oh, so
that
he's
kind
not
of
the
news to
captain.
the
Okay.
captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
He takes his job very seriously, obviously. Jean.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The static ends with a loud click and everything is silent in the cabin.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier. Around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
So it seems they're showing us like different stories in different places without us actually seeing them. They're kind of describing them almost like it's Dungeons and Dragons in a way.
What happened is my partner made contact. And it's
Wait,
not
that's
good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious.
So that's our partner, okay.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner.
Yeah, he would.
Chester McLean, near the
So his
entrance.
partner's Chester.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. That was some gnarly shit there.
And again, it's like they know there's an issue, right? They know there's an issue.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad.
Yep.
That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
And that makes me like kind of emotional hearing this from him as well, because like obviously he's the one who's taking this seriously, and from his perspective, it's obviously like it's expected, but he's also saying like, this is one of our partners. This is my partner, and this is what he's come to.
We must help him.
Mina looks down her neatly polished black shoes. There is a quiet firmness to her voice when he speaks. When she speaks.
How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
He's a lost man. He's given up. There's nothing to help him. And it sounds like maybe like he might have tried. And again, if it is the 50s, there's obviously an idea as well that like, we say, oh, he tried. Trying in the 50s as well could be like, hey, buddy, let's not drink so much. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, again, it's not your responsibility to try, but I'm saying that like, obviously like there's a situation here where like, from John's perspective, he sees his partner as gone. He sees that you can't. He's talking about jogging with him and like him carrot juice. He's like he's being flippant, but in a very serious way, where he's kind of trying to be like, what are we supposed to do at this point? He's that bad. He is that bad.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
He wouldn't? The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out without notice.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words.
He sighs heavily and turns to address the room. I want to get worse. We know that there was like some sort of ex-lover situation. Maybe like that's something that like affected him in his past life. But what we know from our character is that like he genuinely, in his words, explained that he wants to get worse. And to me, that screams the idea of not like someone who wants to be in a worse position, but someone who wants to wallow because like the idea of like facing the real world maybe is too hard. The idea of self-destruction seems like a better thing than living through life. They don't want to get better because getting better means you actually have to like work through your emotions and work through your feelings possibly too. This clearly hurt John.
This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to put his shit together.
Again, sweeping things under the rug. The true answer here, what should happen if this was an actual reputable police department. But again, it's the 50s. Even now, they're still sweeping things under the rug. So it's not like it's like I'm saying that's going to be so different. But if it was a reputable police officer, you would say, we got to get him out of there and send someone else to investigate this.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Old boy lights another cigarette. Again, it's like they're, able to do a little more finicky stuff when it comes to like the reporting.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
We can look at all this stuff here as well in the next episode as well. We can do all this stuff as well. We auto-saved on the pause. But I will be ending the episode here, guys, the first episode. This was dark. Pretty horrible, pretty hard to watch. We're already seeing someone who's going through a self-destruction, and that's something that can be very, very difficult for us to see. I think one of the biggest issues, obviously, is that, exactly what Jean said, is that we have a character here who maybe like has been wallowing for a while and doesn't want to get better. When in reality, a lot of times, like, they do want to get better, but the thought of getting better, I think, is sometimes feels like an uphill battle, and drinking and continuing to drink and wallowing in your own self, filth and all this stuff too, can feel like you're falling down a hill. But again, have you ever rolled down a hill or climbed up a hill? One is easier in perspective, even though it's technically harder, it's harder on you, it's harder on the people around you, it's worse on the people around you. The falling down the hill seems a lot easier. And it's like, well, at least at the end of this hill, it's over. I know it's a dark way to put it, but if I fall down this hill, at least at the end of this, it's done. If I ended up dying from all this alcohol, at least at the end of this road, I won't be hurting people or annoying people anymore. I won't be damaging my reputation anymore. I won't have to even think about my reputation anymore because it's all gonna be gone. It's a dark thought, but I feel like that's like what some people do think sometimes. And it's maybe what our character's thinking as well. And what we got from that call there is very simple, is that like people expect this of us, but don't want this for us. John thinks we're a mess to the point that we're lost and we're long gone, but he has like a glimmer of hope in his heart for us, where he hopes and prays that the partner that he once knew could maybe pull through this, to give us 3 days, even though because it's contradictory in a way where it's like he's gone, he's lost, we'll give him 3 days to pull his S together, is him saying like, yes, he's lost, because again, it's probably hurts him. This is his partner, this is someone he knew for years, but then also at the same time too, it's like, I'm not expecting him to do this, but like I would love for these 3 days for him to pull himself together. And I forget the name of the officer, the redhead lady, but like what she said is very interesting too, the way she said that we can't give up on him, and she said he wouldn't, and then it was like cut off there. At some point we were reputable, it seems. At some points that we were loved. At some points we were someone who could be trusted. And that's a very important thing to note. At some point in our lives, in this police force, we were seen as someone who could be respected, and that's what I'm getting from the he wouldn't give up on us. And he's gone through something in his life, something absolutely horrible that has led him down this path of drinking and smoking and all these things as well. So the point that we're getting at now with this is that he is really far gone. And as I said, some people laugh at him because it's expected, and at this point they probably become desensitized. And obviously, let's be honest here, the 50s wasn't exactly an era for the absence of toxic masculinity, to the point of like when a man is suffering or like, and then the other men go like, oh, look, he's drinking. Instead of being a little bit more sensitive, you have this thing where it's like, mental health is not taken seriously. And I want to make it clear. I want to make this perfectly clear. It wasn't taken seriously for women, even more so as well. Like, women's health issues were never, and still aren't taken seriously. I want to make that perfectly clear. They still aren't taken seriously by some doctors and some people. But I'm saying that, like, at the time, like, you're not going to have, like, someone, a therapist in the police force being like, let's talk this out, let's get him some help. Because there's people who would rather laugh at it because they find it funny, right? Nowadays, I'd like to think that, like, there is still people that would find it funny, but nowadays, I would like to think that in most workplaces, they would, like, try to, like, well, first of all, like, in most workplaces, probably would remove him from, like, his position until he gets help as well. But obviously, that's one of those situations where it's like, they're definitely not going to do this now in this era either. And again, like, the laughter that they were laughing at him with, like, the whole, like, joking about him being a drunk and, like, calling him names and all this stuff as well. It's not difficult because he doesn't... This is hard to say. It's not difficult because he hasn't done something wrong. It's not like I'm sitting here being like, poor baby or anything like that as well. But what we have here is a man who has spiraled down, who has destroyed his life, who is an alcoholic, who is, trying to convince himself in his own brain, it seems, to be like this, I am a superstar. Every time we get an option, it's like our brain wants us to say to ourselves, we're doing good. F everybody else. We're doing great. So it's not only like, because I think there's times where we like, as he said, he knows he's not getting better, but in his mind, he's thinking to himself as well. He's trying to protect his own mind all the time. And that's why I've been trying to face up the truth here, because there's so many times during these conversations that our own brain goes, just say that you're amazing. Say you're a superstar. The whole thing with the middle fingers as we jumped as well. Our brain is constantly trying to protect ourselves and trying to make us feel like we are something. That we're still the guy. We still can do all this stuff as well. Because at one point we were. It sounds like from the conversation, from what our partner said and what that lady says, at one point we were something to be respected. But we're lost. Our mind is gone. Something has led to this point that we've gotten to this point. And as I said, addiction is a mental health thing as well, and that's what people don't get as well. Because people like to put a criminal stamp on addiction rather than understanding that what it truly is, and it's actually just it's a mental health thing most of the times as well, that it leads down to these roads of addiction. And it's horrific that, like, again, anyone will be treated this way by their fellow partners. But again, it's good characterization, it's good writing. It's people like are so desensitized to his actions now that they're laughing about it. You know what I mean? It's no longer even like a thing where it's like, oh man, the first time it's happened, they're like, whatever. The fact that like this, he's so frustrated he lost his badge shows that he has done, because again, as I said, if it was a good police officer who has done his job so much, like if Kim called into his office and said, hey, I lost my badge, what's going to happen? Kim, you lost your badge? Oh man, well, it's serious. You have to find that, Kim. It's like, Kim lost his badge. Oh, Kim. Okay, Kim, let's figure it out, right? But with this, it's like, it's more of a thing of just like, it's kind of like the way that, like, bad analogy, but like, the way like when a kid comes home and they've gotten in trouble like 20 times that week, and they come home on the 20th time, and instead of being like, oh, geez, what the hell happened? It's like, again? That's what it felt like with our partner. It felt more of oh, geez, again? Like, what's going to happen next? Rather than a thing of like, concern. Even though I feel like there was concern in the undertone of Jean's conversation and his part of the conversation, because he didn't want word to get out here, right? And again, I want to make this perfectly clear. The fact that they're sweeping this under the rug is dangerous as heck. It's dangerous for our character. It's dangerous for Jean. It's dangerous for the general public. It is dangerous as heck, but again, it's this weird, different time where like this stuff could like be put under the rug so much so, and you see it here, like like he's willing to like give his partner time, because again, I do think he has hope for him in a way. He wants him to have like to work out, and that lady wants him to work out as well, and that's what makes it so sad, right? This isn't just a story of like someone who was like purely hated. This is a story of someone who clearly used to be respected. And that's what makes it a lot harder. This is a story of someone who used to be loved and used to be maybe even looked up to. This is someone who like people generally liked. And it's a really like sad thing to see this happening, honestly. It really is a sad thing to see this happening. In terms of like all the other stuff we've seen here, obviously we're here for like a murder. Our character like is a drunk. They woke up drunk. Their mind in oblivion, muddled together. A lack of respect from people in this town, which is understandably so. Like we wrecked our room, we destroyed our room. The kids are calling us pigs. There's the bartender like is like very much a cold with us. The lady we met upstairs lets us know right away that people don't like cops in this area. And almost instantly we're very much aware of the idea that like this is not a pleasant place for us as a police officer to be. And we didn't do ourselves any favor because we didn't take down a body for 7 days, first of all, leading to the fact that like we have these kids who are playing with the body, throwing stuff at it. To me, that shows like the location itself. This area is very like damaged. It doesn't seem like it's a rich area. It's very worker heavy. If there's a harbor here, there's gonna be a lot of workers here. 110%. That's gonna happen. Even the bar is in something like the bougie type of place. It's like very, very like, worn down in some ways as well. It is like intentionally showing us that like this place is not some place that is going to be bougie. It's not going to be fancy. And even the kids are desensitized to murder. The places there's like boarded up areas. There's like a kind of a dinginess to the buildings. It was a revolutionary area at one point where there was a battle as well. There's all these things here that showcase like exactly what the location is all about. So it's like they're doing a really fantastic job of that, of showing us like all these locations, and the locations look great too. But there is like a sickly feeling of like to play as a character who's not welcome in an area and understand why. That's painful, right? And that's what this game is trying to go for here. There's one thing to play as a character who's not welcome here and it's not fair. that you can fight back against, and it will be depressing as well, but that you can kind of fight back against, and in your mind you go like, oh, F these guys. But how sad is it to be a character that like is not welcome in the location, and all you can do is like look at the bartender and go like, you're right, you're correct, you're right, you're correct. That's how dark the feeling is. That's how far our character has gone. For us as players watching this, I watch this and I go like, I understand why you don't want us here. I understand why you're pissed off about us here. If you hated cops before, what are you going to hate now? The fact is, people probably have to go to work. There's like a store over there, people to go to the store, and they look down the alleyway and what do they see? That dead body hanging there for 7 days. So not only is it a situation where they're already hostile towards cops, but then this cop comes into town. By the way, if we've been here 3 days, the body's been up for 7 days, that means people didn't call in the dead body for 4 days, I'm thinking. Right? That's what I'm guessing. Which means that also means that there is something to do with this town where they had no issue with the body being up there. Whether it was a thing where maybe someone told them not to say, or maybe someone like knew who was and they didn't call it in. But the fact is that body was there 4 days before anyone was called, or maybe like 2 days, and then like they called him and then we arrived 2 days later. Who knows? Like, I'm not sure the exact timing, but it shows that people didn't care enough about this stuff too. So already we have a town that, again, doesn't welcome us here, doesn't like us here. We understand why they don't want us here. We left a body up there for 3 days now. We've been drinking ourselves to death. And then also at the same time too, there's already, as you said, already a town that didn't call in the body, so they're already going to be hostile towards cops and don't care about the law as much as we might think they do if they didn't call in a body for days. We are in a situation where like we are in hostile territory, where kids already are calling us a pig, and we understand why people will be frustrated with us, you know? It's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's like exactly how we're going to have to feel throughout this entire game as well. Hopefully we can win some people over. Hopefully we can like make people like maybe not accept us, but like maybe understand. Maybe we can do something to actually help. Maybe we can solve this murder. Maybe we can figure out like what happened here. Maybe we can like, you know, do something about it. Maybe that can help some people. Who knows? Who knows what we can do here as well. But it is such a dark story. And again, it hurts me to hear stuff about his partner. It hurts me to see him in this position. It hurts me to see his brain trying to like make him feel like he's not in a bad position. It hurts me to see that our partners used to respect us. It hurts me to see that other people that we work with think we're like a joke. It hurts to see. It's pitiful, but it's also one of those things where it's like, it's not fair to the world that we're wrecking this place, that we're destroying the hotel room, that we're doing all this stuff. It's not fair to the world. So we have this thing where we are like being so horrible to other people. And again, no wonder people hate the police. The fact that no replacement's sent in, the fact that no one's been sent down here to help. Yeah. And then we have the stuff with Kim here. Kim is fantastic, like very good, like at already like, you know, ascertaining the best ideas and the best things to do here. But also again, Kim, whilst a driving force for us maybe to move forward, is also a character that we are reminded of ourselves that we are not Kim, right? Look how bad we are compared to Kim. We don't have any questions to ask the barman. We don't have like, we're not fully aware of like, you know, what the answer could be to what's inside of a bin and all this stuff too. We try to jump off and grab our jacket from 2 meters down, all these things as well. We already would feel inadequate beside Kim. And it's really well done how they've done that as well. I love the artwork. I love the actual design too. The choices and stuff I get too, I'm going to have to get used to also as well. The dialogue is going to take a bit to get used to as well. But it's a very like depressingly psychological, you know, attack constantly in this whole game as well. But it's really, really well done. In terms of if we're going to do this as a full playthrough, I'm going to play like 3 episodes and we'll see exactly how it works out. If like after the 3 episodes people aren't really into it and like I'm like, oh, we'll move on. Sorry, I jumbled over my words there. Then it's like, we'll move on. That's the way we'll go about it. We don't have to like commit to anything too seriously. And I'm very okay with like just like trying stuff out. We're going to try stuff out. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how it goes in the future as well. If you want to see these videos early, you can do so on YouTube members or on Patreon for €1 or whatever it is in your currency. And for the episodes that are coming out of Disco Elysium, as I said, always in this time slot of Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, there'll be 12 videos usually in those time slots a month. 10 of those will be early. The Tuesday, every time there's a Roman Reacts week, is not early. That's just the way things go. But the rest of them, all the other 10 will be early as well on YouTube members and on Patreon for €1. And if you want to see your name go by in the text credits, which is going by right now, that is the €10 tier, the Chunky Baby Gangsta tier on YouTube members or on Patreon, and you get your name in every single video going across in like a text credits as you see right now as well. And if you want to hear your name be shouted out at the end of every single video as a verbal shout out, that's every single video. That's the highest tier on YouTube members and Patreon at €15. And I will be doing that right now. First, to thank the patrons, that is Ty Pharaoh 2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Miyazuma, Delicious Felix, Yuled, Anusta, Yassassin, Drew Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasperian, Neo Showright, Leah 200, Malcolm Kunde, Axler 21, and at the highest tier of my YouTube members, Blasco and Lucinagi. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye!